The automatic elevators in Dark Souls games really make you appreciate the ones that aren't automatic. Because it's so nice to be able to just tell it where to be. Of course, even then you have the struggle of sorts. Not struggle. You have the chance of them being in the opposite position because of wherever you went last or wherever you died and stuff like that, and then you have to call them with the lever. But there's an extra, but like there's something like active about calling an elevator and waiting for it, and there's something helpless about watching an elevator leave right before you get to it and being like, oh, alright, I'll just wait for you to go all the way down and all the way back up. I guess it also takes twice as long to wait for it to leave, finish leaving, and then start coming back as opposed to calling it to you. So that's probably why it's kind of preferable to have the lever and button system. Gonna have to be very careful here, because I don't want to get murdered by the various armored dudes around here. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Zoop! Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. These guys are way faster than I would expect. They look like they're gonna be giant, hulking, slow-ass things that barely move. And then, but when they start marching after you, they're like almost like at running speed, and you're like, oh shit, they're coming. They can't really, I'm not sure, they can fit on the stairs, can't they? Or is it, oh, is it just the first stairs? Oh no, he's, whoa. I don't know if he can fit through that little doorway or not. But I don't think he's supposed to be floating like that necessarily. That's a sight. You alright? Oh, there he goes. Taking fall, did he take fall damage? Probably not. That was interesting. Alright, cool. I just didn't want to be standing anywhere near enemies when I do this. I think it's safe to do here. I think it works. What? It quivered though. Let's see. I think I can equip it and then it'll light up when I get to the right spot. Oh, okay. You just can't stand in that exact room, apparently. Wish me luck, everybody. This fight's a bit fucked. They start out not aggroed at least, right? Lodran's here to kill Ornstein and Smough, presumably. I assume that he's just progressing through his world the same way that we do. Can I use this? No. I was wondering how that would do. Well, that was a weird sight. Was that the fog door? Oh, it's the fog door doing that. Oh. Freaky. So Lodran's apparently the kind that summons two people during a boss fight, which makes sense, because he's Lodran of Karim, right? Not Karim, wait, Lodran of Astora. He's the same kingdom as Solaire. And he's a member of he gives you a Sunlight Medal when you help him. So he's a member of the Sunbro Covenant. Can I get one of you to aggro? Just curious. I have no idea. I haven't done this for a long time, so I don't really have a strategy. I think Andrew beat it on his first try, which blew my mind. I wasn't really prepared for the idea of him just winning at this. Let's see. Do I have the stats for a bow? Of course I have the stats for a bow. Dummy. I only have 2 arrows. I'm like, I have my dex and my strength pumped up. I'm good. Nope, not quite. Oh, right. Doesn't the trigger use your secondary slot and the bumper uses your other slot? This can't hit, this hitbox can't work out, can it? Uh-oh. Oh. I might be fat rolling right now. Just double checking. Alright, well, I can try to line of sight them a little bit with this. Shit. Shit.
Look at you. I thought you were wiser. But I thought wrong. Just a terrible pity. Like a moth flittering towards a flame. You fellows, no? Don't you agree?
Hey there. Excuse me. BRB, bro. Roll, 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 roll. Did I win? Or do I have to kill the other guys too? Oh god damn. My damage is up there. Hey guys. Don't mind me. Hee. Bye. The ring of favor and protection. And a firekeeper soul. Good times. And I have almost enough souls for what I was going for. Neat. Neat. That'll be better than steel protection, I think. Ring symbolizing the power, the favor and protection of the goddess Fina, known in legend to possess fateful beauty. This ring boosts its wearer's HP, stamina, and max equipment load, but breaks if it's ever removed. Click. Don't take it off. Say hello to the yellow arrow of being a better character. Just have to never ever take it off or it breaks, and I don't think you can repair it in this game. 108. Now I can go up to 27. I can go up like 6. Yeah, no. 5.8? $2.6. That's a little high. There's not a lot of stuff that's slightly better. It's probably something better than the Wanderer's boots. That's your 2.6, that'd be 4.7. 4, Painting Guardian. A bit of a weird look, isn't it? Just same equip load, worse stats. Great. Gold hem to black skirt, just fully commit to dressing like that. I could wear more crimson. That's one look to wear. I'm barefoot right now, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. Hey, buddy, could you give me like 400 more souls? I just want to upgrade my weapon again. Excuse me. Excuse me. Come here. Come here. Buddy? 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 Oopsie. Pressed that a little too early on accident. Goddamn, do I do damage, though. Oh yeah, that's enough souls. Thank you kindly. Hell, it's half tempting just to farm and max my weapon out just because the soul yield from the... Where's... No, the door's up here. The soul yield per enemy is so high around here that I could easily just get enough to buy the Twinkling Titanite. And I think he sells infinite. But at that point, there's not much stopping you from just maxing your weapon out. Don't make out your... Don't kiss your weapon. How you get blood diseases due to all the blood. Although you are hollow, I don't know if that applies. Forge I can, strong I am. Don't these cap out at +5? I think they do cap out at +5. That makes it a little more tempting just to cap it out. I think they might. Well now. It occurs to me, I'm actually all set to fight, aren't I? Ah. Yeah. I've got basically full health. I've got 10 flasks. I don't actually have a reason to do a return trip. I could just do it now. Excuse me, bye-bye. Yes, thank you, sorry, bye. I don't have a plan, by the way, as far as which one to do or whatever. Hi. Rude. Ooh, boy. What the fuck? Are you for real right now? Oh my god. This damage should be illegal. What the fuck? 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 How does this weapon do this much damage? Ah! Getting a little stuck on stuff. Oh, that's the wall. That's not even a pillar. That's just the actual wall. Ow. Oh boy. I'm getting stuck on a pillar again. Yeah, there. Level smaller than I expect it to be for some reason. Hey, Ornstein, you wanna do a little run? Wanna go on a little jog? Yeah, go on a little jog. There you go. Shit. Huh. Huh. God damn it. No. Oh, no. That's not good. Dude's ready for me. Come over here. Hey, oh, you're walking now, huh? You're doing a walk time? It's time for walking. Zoing. Huh? Uh-oh. That was just... I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. That's just clearly not in my attack range. Like, blatantly. Excuse me. I would prefer not to be stuck in a combo with this health. There we go. Alright, this was off to a better start than it ultimately went in. Kind of messed up in the meantime. Still though, Ornstein's too cool to like 4-shot, so I'm kind of happy that I fucked up and didn't just hit him 4 times and kill him, because Jesus. Alright. I thought you were supposed to be the fast one, oh. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Being spooky. Ow, my stamina. Uh-oh. 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 Didn't mean to do that. Ow! This weapon's so strong, but the downside is that basically every time you see that attack, I do it on accident. Oh, shit. Really? There we go. Oh! I thought the fight would... I didn't know the fight was gonna keep going. Alright, you used way more flasks than I should have. I just kept messing up for a while there. Uh-oh. Hi there. You're the one that does butt stuff. I don't actually remember your moveset. It made contact with the weapon, so it didn't deal damage. Alright. I don't think you're very hard, are you? Aren't you kind of like... Aren't you kind of like a Asylum Demon overall? What's that one? Nope. I think I was blocking, Jesus. Uh-oh. Woohoo! Huh. That was surreal. Hey, I can go by the twinkling. That was surreal. That's a real weird experience. Beat ONS in my first try. I know, I already know the comments that'll come with the billion excuses like, you're winning with a strong weapon and all these other things, and you know all the player knowledge reasons I did better. But like, it's still like, that's ONS. I've died against other bosses in this game. Or I died more times against Titanite Demon than ONS. That's fucking weird. That's really weird to think about. Well, there's a weird weight lifted off my shoulders to have that pressure lifted. Hey, it's Lautrec's armor, which also is neat-ish armor. Creepy grasping arms on the chest piece and stuff like that. Well, that's been one question that's been dangling over the whole Dark Souls series for the longest time, which is that how well can I handle solo ONS, because I summoned for it when I beat the game the first time, because the fight felt impossible back in 2011. That was not on YouTube, that was me playing off camera when I wasn't actively... I was not Let's Playing most things. We did have a Let's Play at the time of this game, because this is the first game I ever Let's Played, but we actually gave up on... Let's Playing this game. It was a bit of a tough project to do as your first one. All that debris is neat. All the stuff that got blown up over the course of the fight, it's still sitting there. That's neat. But yeah, it was off camera, but I did summon. And then when I did my on-camera playthrough in 2013, I also summoned for that one. It was an accident, to be fair. The community was so dead during my Demon Souls and Dark Souls playthrough that whenever I saw a summon sign, I would use it just because, like, yeah, hey, look, humans, there's still people playing this game, I swear, because there was no one ever. And so I ended up having summons during Blind Monk, False King Allant, and ONS, I think. And I just meant to use the summons to play through this castle, because I thought it was this giant level that would... And I figured they would die or something over the course of playing through the level. But then they survived all the way to the boss fight, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of an accident, but I also don't want to kick them out, because they're doing their job correctly.
Thou hast journeyed far, and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child. O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee. And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
Achievement unlocked.
Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee, once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art. O chosen undead, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. A grave and arduous test of metal, yea, it shall be. Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth. Without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark. Please, Father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. Kingseeker Frelt, the primordial serpent, shall guideth thee. Please, now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
We have access to teleportation. And it's fucking rad as shit. It is the raddest shit. Warp. Yes. You can't warp everywhere. In Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, you can warp to every single bonfire slash checkpoint slash lamp or whatever in each game. But this one is selective. But hey, Firelink Shrine is one of the options, so that's pretty good. Priority number 1, get rid of this Firekeeper soul before I accidentally use it. Hey! Hey dude bro, give me a second, I gotta do something. Warping. It's welcome. It's the only thing stopping us from having to go through Sen's Fortress again. She's alive!
Thank you. I am Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend.
Don't have another soul.
Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
She begs you not to speak to her because they cut the Firekeeper's tongues out and they just sit there and that's it. It's really unnerving. It's not a comfortable idea. And now she like sees herself as being like worse off now for having a tongue. Although she probably sees herself better off for being revived so she can do her job. So it's still better than being dead.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate. This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude. There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst. There you are.
I feel like this would be where people would tend... jump scare. This is where people would tend to lose track of his questline, I think, because he goes down to Blighttown, but you've already done Blighttown, and you don't have a reason to do Blighttown again. And I think you can warp... Yeah, you can warp to the Daughter of Chaos and places like that, so you don't have to go back to Blighttown. You can teleport right past it. which makes anyone who spawns in Blighttown at this point in the story easier to miss. Hey look, I've got him just for you.
Oh, hello again. I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned, and he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He's just over there. Go along and have a chat. Oh, hello. I appreciate the attention, but you really should speak to Master Logan. That will certainly do you more good. Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow. Have you spoken to Master Logan? He is an accomplished... and he has...
Somebody is a bit of a fanboy, ain't ya? I think someone's mentioned that one of these affects pyromancies too or something, although I don't know if I want to spend a ring slot on pyromancy.
Goodbye then. Do stay safe.
I don't know if that's the best call.
Hello there. I was expecting you. As promised, I will share my sorceries. I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught. Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward with your head high. Hello there. Glad to see you alive.
He's basically just saying that my intelligence stat is not high enough. So he can't help me with that. I have to go level up that stat if I want to learn sorceries.
Oh, you. Oh, blast, where might she be? And would she be safe?
I think we already talked about that before. Let's see, I think I don't want to talk to you yet. I think you auto-fail... Don't you auto-fail the questline of the other serpent if you so much as talk to him because he takes you to place the Lord Vessel, I think? Making it another incredibly missable plot point.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. If you provide the materials, I can teach you pyromancy.
Wouldn't hurt. I should be a little careful, though. I can do at least one more level.
My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born into dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. He rather had a way with words, the old withering frog. In this land, pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary lords, is the godmother of pyromancy. So the day I became undead, I was ecstatic. I felt as if I'd been chosen to attune myself to the ancient arts. Of course, it wasn't all that romantic in the end. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. Oh, sorry. You're a pyromancer yourself. You already know this.
Flash sweat, still the only thing he sells. Fuck it, now I have it. Now I have all your pyromancies.
A pyromancer's flame. Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
I don't remember if he's one of the people or not. Some NPCs do something if you buy all their things. The Chamber of the Princess. Let's warp on back. I want to visit our blacksmith friend. And just max this weapon the fuck out. Oh yeah, I should highlight this little detail. That the elevators are different sizes. This one's way bigger than the other one. Because I guess it's a reoccurring thing in this city that there's like different access ways for humans versus giants, as highlighted by the fact that there's also the giant blacksmith we met. There's entire areas that seem built for the sizes of different individuals or something. It's all repaired now. It looked cooler when it was all in the aftermath of my fight. I have to be a little careful, don't I? 'Cause isn't this guy gonna be blocking the path? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Boink. Thank you. Very polite. It's arguably wasteful to do what I'm about to do because I'm planning on just buying the twinkling I need. I think he has unlimited. If he doesn't, then this is going to be a dead end for me. And I'm going to feel really silly. Sorry. I will almost certainly get enough Twinkling Titanite over the course of the game to do the upgrade later, so it'll be kind of wasteful, but why not do it now when I have access?
Hello, forge I can, strong I am.
In the short term, at least, it's just more of an upgrade than my character's gonna get if I spend it upgrading my character. So it just seems like the right call. This is where somebody points out that there's some other merchant somewhere that sells it for cheaper or something. That's usually the case. Because items do not have fixed prices across the whole game. Alright, let's double check the value increase. Base damage goes up by 22, scaling damage goes up by 10, so once again it's another 30 damage. There we go. So my character just got hilariously more powerful in like every possible way, and not just in like core damage, but also other equipment things have scaled differently, and I've gained new power in other mechanical ways. So my health bar and my stamina and my equip load I think all went up by like 30%. I increased my weapon by 2 levels, giving me 64 more damage, not even counting future scaling as I level it up more. And on top of all that, I've also gained the ability to teleport from bonfire to bonfire in the world, and all those elements combined to just be a very large series of upgrades for my character overall. In ways that are both immediately apparent and not immediately apparent. And that's neat. I'm gonna try something because I want to double check. I want to be sure about whether or not you can just go after it or not. I need to make you go down first, right? Because once you know about the illusion, it's tempting to just dispel it immediately. But I want to double check whether or not I can just go down there. Does not move. I don't remember now. Does this go somewhere right now? Or am I in the wrong spot? Oh, there we go. Let us see then. Something about this bonfire always makes me think that it's going to be a pretend bonfire. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who inherited the sunlight, once wore this ancient ring, boost strengths of miracles. Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, his name is not known. Some people argue that it's, some people argue that it's Solaire, I think? That's Gwyn. I don't remember if it was ever confirmed who the firstborn was. Although isn't it kind of set up that the firstborn Oh yeah, isn't that supposed to... Shit, now I'm trying to remember. Was Nameless King in DS3 supposed to be the confirmation of who that was ultimately? Need ring. Is it the Dark Moon ring? Do I have that? I don't have the Ring of the Dark Moon. I gotta remember how this works. Alright, I double checked, and at this point you need the Dark Moon Seance Ring, which is actually in the catacombs. Let's do that. Let's do that method instead of outright doing what I've done in the past. I wonder if I can warp here or not. I can warp to the Chamber of the Princess, I can warp to Anor Londo. There's plenty of warpable spots I can use, so there's that. I'll have to figure out which path I want to start on now, because now it's a matter of which of the optional paths should I go down. Do you have any response to what I did?
So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I hope for the best. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted. Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality. The one thing that he did not have, but his very research drove him mad. The Archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach. If you require rest, now is the time. That is, after all, what the bonfire is for.
There's something weird about her referring to Seath the Scaleless and other events as being in legend, because it's a combination of the recently alive and the currently alive. Like, these people are not history. Soul of Smough the Executioner, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. You don't get a lot out of souls in this game, description-wise. They made the strange choice, despite the souls existing, to make a large amount of the descriptions of characters' backstories beyond their weapons, which is significantly harder to get, because you have to, on top of having their soul, in many cases, also upgrade a specific weapon down a specific path and find the NPC that can do the upgrade, and then finally, when you make said weapon, you get the item description out of it. As far as I can remember, like, on the list of achievements for this game, the hardest one, if I remember correctly, was the one for getting every weapon in the game, because that means doing every boss weapon, and in some of these cases, I think there's a couple of boss souls that you can make 3 different weapons out of, which means you have to go into New Game++ in order to get that far.